Welcome back to another edition of SMB, a South Park review, where each and every week, me and the gaggle of guys, maybe one time in the future, some gals, we like to review South Park for you in linear fashion, from beginning to present and infinity and beyond. We are back for season 17, episode 5. We are going to attempt, or at least Ike is, to tame some strange, bro.
Aren't we all?
Trying to just tame that strange. Of course, I am not alone. Give it up for this man. He's back. A little shake up your music this week. This man likes to come on the podcast, give you all the facts, make sure that you are paying your tax, make sure that you ain't sitting on your laurels because this is not lax. He's the 2022 Red Rocks Day 1 South Park Trivia Champion, a trivia god, Joe Vernola. What's up, Joe?
Oh, not a whole hell of a lot. This episode holds a special place in my heart, as we will get to later.
Okay, well, let's get right into it, as this is Taming Strange. It is SMB number 245. Taming Strange is the 5th episode of season 17. The 242nd overall episode of South Park, and it originally aired on October the 30th, 2013. This episode revolves around Ike hitting puberty at a very young age, and him and Kyle's relationship kind of starting to grow apart. So Kyle gets the great idea, let me take my brother to see a live performance of the show Yo Gabba Gabba, which, unfortunately, leads Ike down a very strange and deviant path, if you will, Joe. So the episode starts out with Mr. Mackey teaching the class about the school's new integrated technology system, IntelliLink. That's right, I forgot about this part too, which does not work properly throughout this whole episode. Now, Mr. Mackey showcases the discussion boards, showing a picture sent by Ike Broflovski, which he believes depicts Kyle Broflovski with a whooping crane on his forehead, and the crane is obviously a penis. So basically,
Yeek!
Ike roasts his brother. Yeek, exactly, Yeek a penis. At the Broflovski residence, Kyle tells his mom about the incident, and she replies that Kyle must try to be tolerant as Ike is going through puberty. Kyle, of course, confused by this at such a young age, but goes ahead and tries to rekindle his relationship with his brother by watching Yo Gabba Gabba with Ike. Now, while watching, though, Ike can only think of sex and talks about wanting to tame Fufa's Strange. I just want to tame Strange. I would tame her Strange so hard, dude.
So hard, dude.
Yeah, so that this episode begins. We're going to go ahead and we'll jump into the classroom here with Mr. Mackey. And he's going to be explaining this brand new IntelliLink system, which is essentially another version of a security system. We've kind of already went through this a little bit in previous episode. How do you know that someone's not breaking into my house, fucking my, and I'm raping my mom while this whole thing's going on? Yeah, that was my mom. You just my mind with
Are you a satisfied customer?
You just my mind with that one. Yeah, and somebody broke in and fucked my mom. All right, so here's a, and he's gonna go ahead and give us the DL on this product. Okay, it's a really great product. Okay.
Introduce you all to the future. Okay. Starting today, our school will be operating entirely on IntelliLink. Now, whenever you need to see the school nurse or talk to me, your counselor, you can simply sign up using this simple integrated portal. Okay.
It's so interesting, these schools, and I think schools kind of went through this. We did, maybe they're even more so now. I haven't been in obviously a high school in decades, but just the transition of the teachers and counselors thinking like this is going to make things easier, when ultimately it just causes more challenges and problems. Is that, do you think, indicative of just the transition of technology at the time, or just humans itself who are just so like set in their own ways of just being able to walk into a counselor's office or a teacher's office and make an appointment?
It's a little column A, a little column B, and you have to remember that being a government entity, that South Park Elementary contracted out this technological undertaking to the lowest bidder.
It's a fair point. That's a fair point. You like turtles, so we get it, but go ahead.
Just like Bulletproof Armor.
Just like Bulletproof Armor. Yeah, everything, you're right. Everything, when it becomes a government contract or it's subsidized or money's funded by the government, it does seem to take longer. I mean, right? Even teachers are paid once a month. They're not paid bi-weekly, right? They're paid once, they get 1 month's salary and it's paid every month at the same time. So, allegedly, hopefully.
Allegedly!
Yeah,
Allegedly!
I'd have to like go find the button here. There it is. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
There you go. Yeah. Gotta go find the button.
Don't you touch that.
And I'll rape you in the mouth. Yeah, so allegedly, these teachers get paid once a month, so yeah. Government funding. It can be pretty slow. You know all about government funding as a former veteran, or as a veteran, can't say former, like you lost your veteranship.
Right.
They took my veteranship away from me. As a veteran of the United States Naval Service, I'm sure that getting your benefits sometimes isn't the most fun when it comes to government funding. I'm sure all veterans have that issue as well. And it's a constant battle that people are always arguing in Washington over. But as we continue here, Garrison continues on about, Mackie, I apologize, continues on about this, and it starts to not work correctly.
You can use a computer or any of the IntelliLink panels which are located throughout the school. Let's say you're in the cafeteria, okay, and you start coughing up blood and need to see the nurse. You just click on School Clinic, okay, see nurse, okay, respiration problems.
Oh, night long. So yes, mute this for a second here as he's stumbling. Mr. Mackey has got this music on. Obviously, it's copyrighted music. So he starts to try and talk over that music and try to turn it off.
Graded and smart linked. This is a great idea. Okay. Let's look at the message board. Message board. Message board. Here you can easily.
And here's as what we were referring to. Ike has already apparently got into the IntelliLink and he's left a message.
Write messages to each other or to the faculty. Okay. For instance, here we go. Here's a message from Kyle's little brother, Ike Broflovsky. Okay. Little Ike says, "My brother is a homo." Ike made a little drawing of his brother too.
That's pretty good. My brother. And freaking Mackie over here. My brother. Hey, drew a little crane too.
Sure, with a nice bird hanging off Kyle's forehead. Okay, that's nice. It's a nice crane, nice whooping crane coming off Kyle's head there.
That's not a crane, it's a dick and balls.
Butters. He's so good. So yes, now we're at home now as Kyle comes in and approaches his mother. And he starts lamenting to her about, like, my brother is like roasting me at school. And I think there's something wrong here.
Mom, I did it again. I don't know what's going on with him, but it's like he hates me.
Oh, Kyle, your little brother is getting older. He's not a baby anymore.
I know, but he posted a message of me with a schlong on my head.
It's natural, Booby. Part of getting older is finding ways to assert your independence. You know. Why don't you go and try to talk to him? You can win him over again.
Part of winning your independence is trying to assert your dominance. Did you ever assert your dominance, Joe, by taking pictures of your friends and drawing penises on their faces and heads?
No, but I can kind of relate to Kyle here. Because right around, I want to say like junior high, high school, sometime like that, my sister just decided that she completely hated my guts and everything to do about me and blah, blah, blah. And like I would try to, bridge that gap or whatever, and it would just like
fall on deaf ears.
Yeah. And, so it just, and then meanwhile, she's trying to throw me under the bus for everything that goes wrong at the house.
Yeah. I was just thinking, me and my sister are 9 years apart. So by the time she probably started going through puberty, I was already out of the house, 21, 22. So I never went through her own puberty thing. Of course I went through puberty itself, but again, the age gap was such a big difference. It wasn't like I ever took it out.
Yeah. She was 3.
Yeah.
And
my baby sister. So
then like me and my sister are 2 years and 6 hours apart. So
okay, yeah, that's a big difference difference. I'm sorry, for sure. Short time.
Well, big difference between you guys, and that's what you meant. Yeah,
exactly. So here is Kyle now approaching Ike in the bedroom as he's getting ready to watch Yo Gabba Gabba, or he's playing video games or something.
I just wanted to see if maybe you want to do finger paints with me.
Do I look like I want to do finger paints? Look at the zits on my face.
look at the zits on my face.
Then stop harassing me, bro. You don't know what it's like to be a baby going through puberty. I don't know whether to watch Yo Gabba Gabba or go out and tame some strange.
Let's watch Yo Gabba Gabba, like old times.
All right. So, I'm so confused, Kyle. I don't know whether I should go watch Yo Gabba Gabba or try and tame some strange.
And he's got kind of like the emo hair thing going.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Okay, so they're watching Yo Gabba. Yo Gabba Gabba. Yo Gabba Gabba.
Goof is hot as fuck.
Dancey Dance is my favorite.
It always has been. See, this is nice.
Who would you rather Fufa or Tootie?
But like, that's a conversation like all of us have had with like our friends or cousins or something like, yo, which one of those would you, Brittany or Christina? You showed my age there like a motherfucker.
Oh, Fufu or Tootie. That's funny.
Fufa or Tootie?
Kyle's reaction.
What? I want to Fufa.
Come on.
I wouldn't want to Tootie. She's a dyke, you can tell.
I think this is the point. He starts to pull out some tobacco, loose tobacco. So he can-
Yeah, I was
yeah,
gonna
chewing.
say, this is when he chews on a plug.
And I bet she's got some sweet strange.
I bet she's got some sweet strange.
I don't even know what the Muno is.
It's
This is like every 16-year-old in Colorado.
his analysis. I don't even know what the moon is.
This is literally Matt and Trey making fun of every 16-year-old in rural Colorado.
Oh, that's funny.
Is that chewing tobacco?
What, you gonna narc and tell mom?
No, I just don't think it's healthy.
That's because you don't understand shit. I knew this was a bad idea. I'm gonna go watch Yo Gabba Gabba in my roomsies.
And my roomsies.
Oopsie. Who would you rather fuck, Tootie or Fufa?
Oh, that was good. Oh,
Rather fuck Fufa. You could tell Tootie's a dyke.
so
Fuck.
I don't even know what the moon is. So here's Kyle now walking into his brothers after that.
No?
Oh no, I'm sorry, not
Okay,
brothers.
that's
This is where he goes into Mr. Garrison's.
Mackey's. Yeah.
Mr. Mackey's. And Mr.
Mackey's.
He asks, he's like, do you have an appointment? He's like, no. Okay, we'll make one right here for you.
That's fine. We can use IntelliLink to see what's available. Let's see. Counseling request.
When he's like clearly available right now.
Make appointment.
Right.
Okay. Whoops. Okay. Students make. Here we go. Make appointment. Okay.
Turns
here
the lights
we go.
off.
Okay.
Lines
what
are
do you
closed.
need counseling with?
It's my little brother. He's really changing, and I feel like
Okay. I'll click on family issues. What time did you want counseling?
right now.
Okay. And what is your brother's intelligrated smart name?
I don't know.
All right. I can do a lookup for the name. Go back.
All this just to get counseling.
Right, and he's asking questions he already knows the answer to.
This is almost like a parody too of the American health system when you're trying to go get help. I need an appointment now. Oh, okay, we'll take a look. We'll see.
Parody or scarily accurate reflection.
Yeah, it's probably it's based on my recent experience right now with the American healthcare system. While
Yeah.
they have been pretty nice as far as following up with me and getting appointments, it's still taking weeks to months to get things done. You know what I mean?
Scoop and I can give you some VA horror stories.
Exactly. I mean, I'm sure you could. So continuing on, he's trying to make this appointment. I think they end up in the bathroom, right? As Mr. Mackey's taking a shit.
Main menu.
Yeah, to get away from the music.
No set appointment. Okay, speakers off.
I don't want to play all that because it'll be, copyright. Now they're in the bathroom.
Let's see. Lights, mood, start counseling timer. Okay, there we go. Okay, we got it. Okay, now, Kyle, you have some...
Mr. Mackey is taking a shit.
And it just surprises me that Mackie, of all people, has no problem shitting in front of someone,
In front of a child.
let alone a child.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he seems like he would be a nervous shitter.
All right, do you mind if I touch your balls, sir?
Exactly. So here's Kyle and Mr. Mackey now having their counselor session.
Concerns about your little brother?
He's just changing a lot. He walks around angry, telling me I'm stupid, and all he talks about is sex.
Well, it sounds like he's hitting puberty.
Yeah, he just seems so young.
Well, your brother is Canadian. Perhaps Canadian puberty is a little different. Why don't you educate yourself about Canadian puberty, and it can be something you and your brother can actually do together. You know, this is the first time I've been able to do counseling and go to the bathroom at the same time. IntelliLink is amazing.
There's the parody.
You know,
Right.
and he was onto something there good. I mean, the advice he gave was actually pretty good. You know, it may be different. Go bond with your brother, blah, blah, blah. But then he takes a shit.
But he's already tried that.
That's true. He has already tried that. But he hasn't really looked into the puberty, right? And that's what he's kind of alluding to. Maybe go look into the biology of Canadian puberty, which we will find out about in this episode. So now after, as you saw there, Mr. Mackey suggests that Kyle and he should learn about Canadian puberty together. So Kyle and Ike watch an instructional video from the Canadian Health Department on the topic. Now, the instructor explains that a baby is made by a man farting on a woman who then queefs in the man's face. When advised this is false, he becomes agitated and states his wife must have lied to him. And then it does this whole thing where the guy goes home, he starts confronting his wife, and Kyle, of course, and Ike are more or less Kyle's confused. Is this still part of the instructional film? I don't understand why this whole tirade from this guy is being shown to him and his brother. All right, so here's that instructional video with the two of them watching it.
Hello, young people, and welcome to the most fascinating time of your life. You have braved the trials of childhood, and now you are reaching Canadian puberty. By now, you've probably noticed some changes in your body. For instance, when you fart, your dick gets hard.
Did that ever happen to you, Joe, when you were going through puberty? You farted and your penis got hard?
No.
Okay.
No.
We won't check that one off the box. Kyle looks at his brother.
Other physical changes are happening to your body as well. If you're a boy, you may notice that your testicles ache. Or if you're a girl, you may notice a tingling sensation in your strange.
This is stupid, bro. I already know all this. Let's just give it a chance, Ike.
Going through Canadian puberty, you may notice that your voice is starting to change as well. You're saying things like, hey, buddy, and hey, guy. Because now that you're older, you're discovering that someone who was once your buddy is now your guy. And someone who you used to call guy is quickly becoming your friend. But now let's discuss how a man and a woman make love.
Okay, so here we go. This is the scientific education portion of this podcast. The Canadian Prime Minister is now going to advise all you young whippersnappers out there how a baby is born. He's going to talk about the birds and the bees, or more like the farts and the queefs. So let me tell you about...
Whips on his face.
Whips on his face. Let me tell you about the farts and the queefs. Here we go.
First, a man and a woman fall in love. Then, the man farts on the woman's strange, filling the woman's strange with air so that the woman can quiff in the man's face. A baby is born. The entire process can take up to 6 months. It's what? That's not how a baby's born? What's semen?
What?
What's semen?
What?
Well, then why did my wife queef in my face? She said it was to... But then why would... I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
So, this part is funny, though, because they follow this guy home, and this whole thing becomes part of the movie or the instructional video.
Yes.
Make me look like an idiot, will you? You told me you queefed in my face because that's how babies are born.
I was being sarcastic.
Being sarcastic? I just told a million Canadian teenagers that's how it's done.
I was angry because you never listened to me, because I wanted you to go with me to therapy and you'll never go.
Fine. You want me to go with you to therapy? Fine. Totally embarrassing and degrading. She queefed right in my face.
Well, maybe it's a no time
Really
at all.
embarrassing and degrading. Kyle's like, what the f?
And then Ike's reaction, too.
What the f is going on? You're f***ing stupid, Kyle.
He's so pissed at him. You stupid Kyle.
Oh, it's a waste of time, Kyle. Oh, goodness. All right, continuing on in the story. So, the next day at school, Kyle tries to get the principal's permission to be excused from school the following Friday so that we can escort Ike to Yo Gabba Gabba. Unfortunately, IntelliLink malfunctions again, and Kyle is unable to make an appointment to see the principal. Kyle reluctantly tells Ike, who becomes further enraged and challenges Kyle to a fight. Mr. Mackey upgrades the IntelliLink system to the silver package in hopes that it will begin working correctly. All right, back into the episode here. There's here we go. We come back into the classroom. Now, I'm not going to play all of the audio here because this scene opens up with him in the dark with the music playing.
I don't know what else to do, dude. No matter what I try, me and I just seem to drift further apart.
He doesn't ever want to play with you anymore.
He doesn't even want me near him.
That's it.
I did.
That's sex.
All night long.
Right?
All night.
Oh, nice.
Oh, thanks.
All night long.
Okay, there we go. That's got the speakers off. Now, what was it you were trying to do, Kyle?
I was trying to make an appointment to see the principal about getting excused on Friday, so I can take my brother to see Yo Gabba Gabba live.
Mr. Mackey, can he just go talk to the principal?
No, this is gonna work. I called IntelliLink and they said they were sending over an engineer.
Okay, so here comes
Oh, you gotta sign up for IntelliLink Plus.
right. Here comes these security people who always come in and tell you why your shit's not wrong, why it's wrong, and you need to pay more.
Is this classroom 7? Yes. My name's Cody. I'm your smartnician. You're
Smartnician?
having some problems with your astute links? Yeah, students trying to make an appointment to see the principal. Okay. Uh-huh. Well, here's the problem. Your smart names aren't integrated. Oh, I see. If you want to have those integrated with EasyLink, you might want to upgrade your system to the silver package. I needed the silver package.
It sounds like setting up any e-commerce website ever.
Yep, exactly. So here's Kyle now going to go ahead.
Oh, you want to be able to have credit card transactions on your online website? Oh,
we're the only one from Shopify. Oh my god. So here's Kyle now going to tell Ike that they can't go to Yo Gabba Gabba.
Hey, Ike.
Get out of my room, Kyle! I'm playing trucks!
Couldn't get us out of school Friday. I can't take you to Yo Gabba Gabba Live.
You promised!
I couldn't get in to see the principal, Ike.
Just
Didn't I see
ditch.
it myself?
What? Oh, just ditch. Yeah, exactly. Just ditch. Exactly. That's a good point. And then of course Ike.
I'm a little baby. Who's gonna hold my f***ing hand? You don't give a shit about how I feel.
Ike, I do. I
You
just...
just love pushing me around. Is that what you want to do, Kyle? Kick the baby?
Come on, Kyle, kick the baby.
Oh, this is great. I love this full circle moment of Ike throwing it back
It
into his
really
face.
is.
I'm ready, bro. Come on, Kyle. Kick the baby. Come on, bro. Kick the f***ing baby. Let's see you try it, wuss.
It's just like, come on, let's go.
I just want to point out, after this episode, we never hear the term of wanting to kick the baby.
Maybe ever again, yeah.
Ike puts a stop to this.
Come on, bro, kick the baby. And it's not like Ike forgets this shit afterwards.
No, it's not. He knows. So, as you mentioned, just ditch anyway. So Kyle and Ike attend the concert anyway. During the show, there is a segment where children from the audience are invited up to perform a cool trick. Ike gets called up to show his cool trick, and he says he's going to try to tame Fufa Strange. He removes his clothes, and he starts grinding against her on stage in front of everyone. After Kyle and Ike are taken backstage and given a talking to by Plex, Ike suggests that Fufa should not limit herself to just an audience of kids. Fufa ponders this, and although the other Yo Gabba Gabba members try to convince her not to go, eventually she agrees and leaves with Ike.
She has her Lindsay Lohan, Miley Cyrus moment.
Exactly. That is 100% what it is. Parodying Miley Cyrus, Lindsay Lohan, all these Amanda Bynes at the time, all these younger girls, unfortunately caught up in sexual, transitions of their career or whatever to be more adult oriented, shifting away from children to adults. Here's Yo Gabba Gabba now. The Pepsi said,
Don't bite people. Don't ever bite people.
Hey, Mudo, what should we do now?
Let's play cool.
I don't know what the Budo is.
Cool trick to show us. What's your name, little boy?
So Ike actually, of course, probably gets up on there. He's not actually called.
Yeah.
He sneaks up on the stage or whatever because
He
Kyle
gets
looks.
in line, yeah.
Yeah.
My name is Ryan.
And what is your cool trick, Ryan?
My cool trick is that I can jump in the air.
So Kyle now notices Ike is gone. Let's get up to Ike here.
Little boy,
Ike Broflovsky.
do you have a cool trick?
Yeah, for my cool trick, I'm gonna tame Fufa Strange.
Tame a what?
What?
I can tame Fufa
What?
Strange, bro.
All right, let's see our friend Ike tame.
That's strange.
Ike, no, stop.
Oh, I see. You're actually. Wait! Oh my God! No! What are you doing to Fufa?
What are you doing to Fufa? No! Oh boy. So Ike is now backstage with his brother Kyle. Ike's, of course, as I mentioned, a little bit of trouble from security. Taming some strange on stage in front of an audience full of children and their parents. Not necessarily the best look. But as we've mentioned, Ike's going to try and convince Fufa, look, you don't need this, dude.
Now you listen here, little boy. It is never okay to take off your clothes and grind on another person.
No, that's wrong.
Don't do it.
We're so sorry. Please forgive my little brother. He's going through puberty.
A little young for that, isn't he?
That's what I thought.
This is stupid, bro. Fufa shouldn't be limiting herself to little kids. She's f***ing fine, dude.
What you did was very traumatic for Fufa. Isn't that right, Fufa?
And now Fufa really starting to have some life reflection here. The choices that she makes in life and decides he might be right.
Fufa?
He's right, Plex. We're getting older. I don't want to do the little kid thing the rest of my life.
Fufa, what are you talking about?
It's time for us to start playing to older people. Maybe we need to be edgier, have a little sex appeal. Fufa, no! I'm an artist, and if all I ever do is play to kids, then I'll be a joke. I have to move on.
Oh, God. What has this little boy done?
Unleashed her strange.
Yes, unleashed her strange. So meanwhile, of course, back over at the Canadian Health Department, the Canadian Health Department, the official, he chats with his buddy and friend who tells him that his wife did not just queef in his face for nothing. That's right. We're jumping to the Canadian Health Department here as we get more of an update on what's going on with Canada and, you know, their puberty stuff. Very, very weird stuff. This is a very weird storyline they just decided to throw in. Funny, but very weird. Here they are at a bar with his friend.
Try not to think about it, Rick. I try to just forget about it and then move on, but I can't. I mean, she quit right in my face. Have you and your wife seen a therapist together? Yes, we went, but I just can't erase the memory of my helpless face being quiffed on like that. Who's to say she won't do it again? Don't you think this has something to do with your new job? What do you mean? There's more to this, Terry. A lady never queefs in her lord's face without some major cause. You started as
In
a
her
Canadian
lord's
Minister of Health,
face.
and 3 months later, your wife queefs in your face. There's a connection. I took the job to try and make Canada's healthcare system better. What could that have to do with my wife? Terry, I'm your friend. And I'm not just your friend.
I'm your buddy.
I'm your guy.
I'm also your buddy.
Thanks,
Kid.
Dad.
And
Thanks,
I'm
Fred.
telling you, there's more to this than you think. And if you want to save your marriage and your face, you need to figure it out quick.
I like how he talks like
Kind of like a nose plug or something. You had to take
Yeah.
our friend, quick.
In your face.
Hey, thanks. What are you going to do about that? You did it for a reason. Think about it. Ever since you got that job.
All right, so and now at a faculty meeting, the other teachers, faculty are basically like, you know, not, I wouldn't say attacking him, but they're definitely like making valid points to Mr. Mackey about the disastrous IntelliLink. He becomes super defensive about it, intimidates the rest of the faculty into upgrading to the gold package, which he insists will solve the school's problem. And later on, we then kick over to E! News, who reports on Fufa's drug usage, partying, and upcoming raunchy performance at the MTV Music Awards. And Ike is revealed to have been taken over as Fufa's manager. She's the managing her career. So here's Mr. Mackey being confronted by the faculty, if you will. Oops.
It's been an unmitigated disaster.
Yeah, but see, the problem is not everyone has signed on to it yet.
They can't sign on to it because every time they try, they
God.
make the sprinklers go off.
I know that IntelliLink has had some hiccups.
Quit screwing around.
But I've hired a new faculty member whose sole responsibility will be to oversee the IntelliLink system and make sure
Actually,
it
time
runs
out.
Go ahead.
So, we see Richard Adler there.
Yeah.
Mr. Adler.
I'll turn around.
Stop screwing around. What was the last thing his deceased wife said to him once he, came to grips with everything? Did she not tell him see you soon?
Yeah, she did.
How the fuck soon is soon? This has been a decade. Well, maybe not a decade because... Well, no, it's 2013. It could have very easily been a decade. How soon is soon? I want the death of Richard Adler.
Wow.
I want my payoff.
Wow.
Matt,
Coming
Trey,
in hot.
Matt, Trey, I know you listen to this on the low. I want the death of Richard Adler.
No way he just said that.
Okay, so he did.
You shouldn't have done that. He's just a boy. Poor little feller.
Poor little fella.
He's a full-grown shop teacher that doesn't want kids screwing around.
So in this part of the episode, I should have also mentioned to the faculty, he blames somebody. He basically hires somebody else to take the blame for this. Like, he hires a faculty member and says this person is going to be now overseeing our IntelliLink, and then immediately fires the woman and blames her, basically trying to pass the heat off onto someone else.
Right.
Even though he started all of this nonsense. So here's him talking about that.
and make sure it runs smoothly. I want you all to meet Pat Connors.
Pat Connors.
Hello, everyone.
Don't hello us, Pat. This system that you're responsible for now isn't working out, so what the hell are you going to do about it?
Oh, well, I'm just sort of getting acclimated to the situation and...
Getting acclimated? Do you know how much money we wasted on this thing? How about you take some damn responsibility? Get the hell out of here, Pat. You're fired. Get out.
I like how a couple of people at that table were clearly behind him and angry at Pat. And meanwhile, Garrison and Principal Victoria are just this imbecile.
This guy over here. So now, of course, she's fired. So Mr. Mackey's going to make the case that, we need to upgrade to the gold package. Okay? So she leaves.
Well, how the hell are we going to clean up Pat's mess? I guess we got no choice, okay? We're just going to need to upgrade to the IntelliLink Gold package.
Oh, no.
No, it's a $10,000 upgrade, but it should clean up all of Pat's mistakes. Mr.
He's like
Mackey, let's
ready
be
to
clear.
go.
Let's be clear. This is your fault, Mackie.
IntelliLink was your idea. You should just admit it was a bad one and stop being so defensive. Well, it's good to be a little defensive around you, Miles.
So then he just starts laying into these people.
Yeah,
here.
I was gonna say he just like starts digging up the bodies.
Oh.
Okay, let's not forget that your wife died of an accident while you were drinking on a hike. Okay. Hey, now listen here. No, you listen to me.
Okay. Your wife died in an accident while hiking, or you were drinking. Okay. Oh, Mackie. All right, so he convinces him.
IntelliLink is a great idea, and we just need the goddamn gold package. We are doubling down. You're watching E-Entertainment News. God knows why.
God knows why.
So as I mentioned before the technical difficulties here, it's announced that, of course, Fufa's new look, and Ike is now the manager of her.
She's all grown up, and she wants you to know it. From kid show star to sex symbol, Yo Gabba Gabba's Fufa is ready to rock. She's been photographed smoking pot, and now Fufa has announced a raunchy performance on the MTV Video Music Awards.
Riding a wrecking ball.
Wait, let's go back.
Photographed smoking pot, and now Fufa has announced a raunchy performance on.
She's bent over the costume, the person in the costume.
Yeah.
Or whatever anthropomorphic being this thing is. And then, of course, as you mentioned, Miley Cyrus parody here on the wrecking ball.
The MTV Video Music Awards. Fufa's new manager claims the MTV performance will be one for the record books.
Fufa's got that nice shaved strange that you just want to get in and tame the second you see it.
The video
That nice shaved strange.
You just want to get in and see it.
awards are at 8 p.m. tomorrow.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Told you it'd go over well.
Kyle.
Excuse me, but Ike has homework he's supposed to be doing. Shut up, Kyle! Just ignore my little brother. I'm your big brother, Ike!
Just ignore my little brother.
Oh,
That's the best part.
Kyle's become the subservient here as now Ike yells him to get the door.
To the door, twerp!
He's being bullied by his own little brother. It's the rest of the Yo Gabba Gabba crew coming to appeal to Fufa.
Can I talk to you?
I'm sorry, but right now I'm feeling...
Fufa! There she is.
Hey!
Fufa, what is this about you going on the MTV Video Awards?
I'm done being a kitty star.
Fufa, you don't have to show you're strange to get attention.
You just don't get it because you're a robot, Plex.
All right, you won't listen to us, but maybe you'll listen to our special guest, Sinead O'Connor.
This song that they sing with Sinead O'Connor is ridiculous. I forgot about this. Don't try and understand. She's like the equivalent of the farmer guy. Don't go down that road. Dad, sometimes is better. But she's that version, female and a singer. Here we go.
Don't do it, Fufa. Don't sell out your strange to those corporate bastards.
Aw, screw off, Sinead O'Connor. No one gives a crap about you.
Don't show you're strange on TV.
Don't show you're strange.
You're strange is for your husband, not for all the world to see.
Don't show you're strange.
A boyfriend, looking for a boyfriend.
Looking for a boyfriend.
She's looking for a boyfriend, Joe.
Looking for a boyfriend.
Will you get out of my living room, please? Hello?
Have you ever had someone you love quiff in your face?
While pouring himself some wine.
Somebody allowed quiff in your face. Oh boy. Okay. And Kyle's like, what?
What?
I'm sorry. I'm calling everyone in the Canadian healthcare system to find out if they're pleased with their healthcare. Is this Ike Broflovsky?
No, this is his brother.
Your brother receives his medication from us, and we just want to be sure he's satisfied with the service.
Satisfied with... Wait a minute. What medication?
And then he finds out the Canadians get special medication, Joe. Special.
Yeah, special, all right.
You think you're special?
I can see
it in your eyes. All right.
Now I want to watch WrestleMania 17. I hope you're happy.
Oh, Rock versus Austin. So later, Kyle meets with the Canadian Health Department official who reveals that they also use IntelliLink and that Ike has been getting hormones instead of his prescription, which is for laxatives. Tom Brady, who ordered the hormones, has been taking the laxatives and craps his pants during the football game.
Go Broncos!
Go Broncos. The Canadian Health Department officially suddenly realized that his wife queefed in his face to show him that the Canadian health system could not possibly be operated by a computer system. What?
Oh, no, nothing. I
Oh.
was laughing. Sorry.
Yeah, so yeah, she equates the farting and the queefing in his face to get his attention.
Yep.
So Kyle now meeting with the Canadian Health Division Bureau, whatever they like to refer to themselves in this end of episode.
For queefy sauce.
I'm sorry, but I don't...
Hold on. There we go. Canadian Health Department.
Before this meeting continues, I should have you be aware that my face has tested positive for queefy sauce.
I'm sorry, but I don't really care. I just want to know what medication my little brother has been getting from you and why.
People all over the world get their medication from Canada.
Yeah, but something is wrong with my brother and it...
So Kyle traveled all the way up to Canada. This is what I'm assuming now his second or third time to Canada, right?
Yeah. He spent Christmas there. He went there for war.
Yep.
Yeah, this has got to be at least his third time.
His third time, yeah. French Canada is the best Canada.
Every Canada is a bitch Canada.
I think you understand. He understands. All right.
You need to pick up the phone.
Ring, 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 ring. You have to answer that phone if you want to pass.
That's impossible. The Canadian healthcare system is completely integrated and streamlined with IntelliLink.
You use IntelliLink? Oh my god! Will you check his records, please?
Sure, no problem. Now, what is your brother's Canadian Medicare smart name?
I don't know. Try Strange Tamer.
Strange Tamer.
So, of course, all this crazy shit that's been happening with Mr. Mackey at the school happens here, of course, with the Canadian Health Division.
Yep, that is. Ah, yes, here we go. I see your little brother has a constipation problem and has been taking a daily laxative since last May. Now, yes, I'm afraid IntelliLink mixed that up and your brother has been receiving large doses of hormones that was supposed to go to an athlete in the Northeast.
Are you saying that Ike has been given regular doses of hormones because of an IntelliLink screw-up?
Yes, that's right.
That system is totally screwed up and does nothing but wreak havoc.
It's fine! It works fine, just give it some time!
All these people are so defensive of this IntelliLink system. It's fine! It's gonna work out! It's gonna be great! I spent all this money! It's gonna be fine! You're gonna enjoy it!
The dragons are coming.
The dragons are coming! They're coming! The pizzas are coming!
My wife.
My wife.
That must be it! Don't you see?
His friend's just hanging out in the office, drinking a glass of wine, smoking a cigarette. What a good friend.
Terry, that healthcare integration system has made you defensive and hostile, and your wife's been putting up with it. And that's why she queefed in my face.
Excuse me? If my little brother has been getting some athlete's hormones, then who has been getting Ike's medication?
Tom Brady,
Tom Brady looking sluggish
of course, playing against the Pittsburgh Steelers here.
again today. Not sure what his problem has been lately.
Yeah, definitely not looking as strong and virile as he has in the past, Tom.
Hot, hot,
Hot, hot, hot.
hot, hike.
Brady steps back to pass. He's got an open man at the 40-yard line.
And whatever is wrong with Tom Brady just seems to be getting worse. Go Broncos.
Go Broncos.
As he sits on a stack of shit there.
Shit, yeah.
That's great. All right, so let's see here. As I mentioned, back now at the school, there's going to be some more IntelliLink drama. As far as what's going on with Mr. Mackey is he upgrades the IntelliLink Centurion package, which involves dismantling and removing the system entirely. The technician then thanks Mr. Mackey for his patronage before shooting himself in the head, and he dies. So we then go to the MTV VMAs, and Ike realizes he was wrong to push for puberty and should allow it to happen naturally. And then Fufa, though unmoved, carries out with her raunchy performance. The instructor now confronts his wife, that being the Canadian health instructor, about the queef, and they make up. He says that he realized how to fix the Canadian health system by upgrading to the gold package. And the next day, Kyle wakes up to his childish once again laughter. Ike's childish once again laughter. Immensely happy, he rushes to the living room to find that Ike has returned to normal, and they watch Dora the Explorer together. Ike mentions, though, he wouldn't mind hitting that hot Puerto Rican strange as the episode comes to a conclusion. So let's wrap up this episode, this technically rampant episode, technically filled debacle here of SMB, a South Park Arena. I'm going to love editing this one. Okay, so here's Mr. Mackey at school. Kids are sitting in the cafeteria being drenched with water, flashing lights.
While the fire alarm goes off, yeah.
While the fire alarm goes off. Here's the technician who's turned it off.
All we want to do is upgrade to IntelliLink Platinum. No! There's no more upgrading, okay? I just want this to work. What exactly do you mean by work? I just want students to be able to make appointments to see the counselor, be able to see the school nurse in the easiest, most streamlined fashion. Oh, you want the Centurion package. That's where we take all the IntelliLink panels and we rip them off the walls and we burn them. Then we wipe all the computers of IntelliLink software and you never deal with us again. All right, upgrade me to the Centurion package. Right away.
Burns it all.
All right, sir, here's a clipboard you can use for students to sign up for counseling, and I want to thank you for choosing IntelliLink.
Never have to deal with us again.
Just shoots himself in front of the kids. No regard for their own.
For their mental psyche, yeah.
Oh my, here we go.
Ike! Wait! Get out of here, dude! Ike, there's been a mistake. You don't understand. No, you don't understand, wuss. Why can't you just let me grow up? Why do you keep harassing me?
Because you're my little brother, goddammit! And even when I'm 50 and you're 45, you're still gonna be my little brother!
All right, y'all, here comes our next big act.
Ike, I don't care if you want to grow up. I just want to be by your side while you do it.
Give it up for the sexiest bitch on earth. It's Foofo!
Ike? He's right, Foof. Part of growing up is rebelling, but I'm gonna get older whether I like it or not. So why push it? I think I'm just gonna let it happen naturally. Yay!
Well, that doesn't work for Fufa, though. Fufa's going all out. She's
seen the money.
She's seen those dollar signs. As Randy or Lord likes to point out, you know, gotta flick the bean.
Fufa?
She takes off her, I guess, towel is what it is, and reveals a very erotic outfit with giant arrows.
That points at her, yeah.
Come on, you count my strange. Count it like this.
So, yeah, Fufa has gone with it. Now, the Canadian health official, as we mentioned, he goes and talks to his wife.
It was a mistake.
What?
Trying to reform Canada's healthcare system and being too stubborn to admit that it wasn't working. Even when my wife said the system was too complicated, I wouldn't listen.
Oh, Terry, I was just trying to get your attention. I'm sorry I quaffed in your face.
I deserved it. Anyone who thinks streamlining healthcare into an integrated computer system would go smoothly deserves a giant quiff in their face. Thank you, my lady.
Thank you, my lady.
So IntelliLink is gone, my lord?
Yes, I've upgraded to the gold package. Within no time, Canadians everywhere will be getting their correct medications and going back to normal.
Okay, so now here's the conclusion. As I mentioned, Kyle wakes up the next day and hears his little brother watching some cartoons.
Ike? Kyle! It's Dora the Explorer! Come on, let's climb the mountain.
It sure is. You want me to watch it with you, Ike?
Yay! We made it all the way to the top. Oh man, I wouldn't mind hitting that. I bet she's got that hot Puerto Rican strange.
Yeah. I bet she does.
Yeah.
Yay!
A little bit of that hormone left.
A little bit of the remnants. Yeah, a little bit of the remnants left of taming the strange. So, and those hormone pills. You can't get rid of those ideas once they've entered the brain.
That too.
That's going to do it for another edition of SMB, a South Park review. Coming up next week, it's Ginger Cow. What happens when Cartman convinces the rest of the world that he found a cow who had red spots and ginger hair? And Kyle himself now has to try and be the modern day version of Gandhi. It's all coming up next week on another edition of SMB, the South Park Review.
Come on, bro. Kick the goddamn baby.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. I want more farts in my tummy. Coming up next week, Kyle eats a shitload of farts. Literally. Shitloads of farts.
Red heifers.
From Cartman's ass.